Okay, what's so funny about this, Pierce, is that after all of this, once again, all of this, I'm an expert, you don't know this, I'm an
I didn't
expert,
say
you
that.
haven't studied military 101, then after all of that, the
No,
substance
I
of
said
what
I
we're
will
left
teach you
with is,
101.
right, okay, got it. After all of that, the substance that we're left with is Hamas started the war on October 7th. Yes, the most basic point that every pro-Israel person has made on this show forever. That's what you've
The
got
fact,
here.
the fact.
Okay.
I got a fact.
It's
Now you
not a
want to debate the
fact. It's
facts on
not a
how
fact.
Israel
Israel's
could
been,
achieve that goal.
by the way,
How
you
to
also
remove
don't even know
Hamas.
what an appeal, it's not an appeal to emotion, by the way. That's not what it is, although you do seem to be
It
flirting
is
with an
of the
appeal to
children, right?
authority.
You
It's
can't
not.
kill.
No, it's an appeal to morality. For me to describe the actual human impact of what this policy is resulting in is not an appeal to emotion. I mean, like, it's an appeal to morality, and it's an appeal to logic. An appeal to logic. Look, you can't answer me this very simple question, okay? Here's the very simple question, okay? You'd have to admit, look, let's take the worst example, just not your example where there's a
No
Hamas rocket
hypotheticals.
firing
Give
at
me Gaza.
Israel.
Give me Gaza. Don't give me a
Right.
hypothetical and the
I'm
morals of the
giving,
law of war. Give me
I was
an
about to.
actual
If
question
you
on
interrupted
a
me, I
war.
was on my way to. Let's say Israel targets an area where there are two combatants and two civilians. It's your 1-to-1 ratio, okay? And they decide that's acceptable by the international laws of war, whatever. By the way, in your appeal to the international laws, you didn't mention the ICC warrant for Netanyahu, which they don't seem to be respecting that much. But anyway, but we're still, you can still appeal to this framework, even though they never have to live up to it. But let's just say, okay, the exact same action happened domestically. If someone were to do that, you would call it intentional murder, right? How does the concept of intentionality change because a politician uttered the word war, they declared it, and it's taking place in a foreign country? Without appealing to authority or appealing to law or appealing to what war normally is, can you as a human being explain to me how the concept of intentional changes magically because a politician uttered the phrase war?
Well, the thing about the politician, it's the framework. So yes, I can give you, and this is literally you're explaining in the question how you don't know how the framework of a war works. And
So
the
teach me.
entire
Stop telling
history
me I
of,
don't know. Stop telling me I don't know and
no, I said
demonstrate it.
question.
Teach
I
me
didn't say you don't
something.
know. Your question, I'll teach you something. Your domestic law has a complete societal agreement on what those laws will be adjudicated and how they'll be
No, it
determined, how
doesn't.
a criminal deterrence, absolutely, American
Lots of
law
people don't agree to
determines.
the law.
If you kill somebody, then you'll be convicted of a crime based on a jury and a judge, all this. Then you want to apply that on war, but then disregard what the laws of war, the things that all nations have agreed to on. This is how we account for intentionality.
You can't do it without making an appeal to the law. You can't do it. You can't explain it to me logically.
The body of laws have accounted for how do you get over that intentionality thing. If you use the same thing, which is when somebody says there's a war crime, or when you say Israel has intentionally targeted a civilian because, look, there's if you have to go to the statistical thing, we have issues unless you're doing comparative analysis. But if there's one combatant and one civilian, you don't know that, okay, what is that combatant? Is he a commander? Is he the commander? Is he a regular soldier? That accounts for what is the excessive collateral damage, and that's where intentionality gets into it. But, oh, by the way, what have you done to prevent it? In the domestic situation, you'd send the police to go get that criminal and then try them. In war, if you're a member of the other military in which I'm at war against, I don't have to have an excuse. I can kill you on sight.